Hello there, travelers. What a coincidence to run into you here. I was just on my back from Leeway Harbor and found some very interesting figurines. One of myself even, a little itty bitty version, one of Director Hu, and then a figure from maybe a world outside of Teyvat, of a person I've never met before. Join me for some tea for this Halloween Hoyo haul unboxing video. So why don't you join me to the tea house? And I'll show off these new interesting figures with you guys. Hope to see you there, travelers. Hey there, everyone. Happy Halloween. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Welcome to the tea house from the intro. I don't have any teacups, so sake cups are gonna have to do. I got mine, and you've got yours. All right, welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, and this is Randy's Scales and Tales. So today, I have a Zhongli cosplay from Genshin Impact. So I was like, let's do a cool cosplay video. I have 3 Hoyoverse items to check out with you today. 2 are from Genshin, 1 is from Zenless Zone Zero. So I'm super excited. So welcome to the Halloween Hoyo haul. All right, this is gonna be a lot of figures to do in one video. So I'm gonna keep the random chit chat to a minimum, and let's go ahead and dive into the first figure. Our first figure is a brand new type of figure for me. I of course know of Nendoroids. This is the Zhongli Nendoroid, and I don't care for Nendoroids. I'll be very honest with you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
They're just not for me. I don't like chibi versions of things. I don't like having to pose figures. I like them to be just beautiful, static, pre-painted figures. The things that I always show off on the channel, the things you see around. But I love Genshin, and I obviously love Zhongli. So I really wanted to get a figure of him. And of course, not too long after I got this, they announced that a scale figure is in the works. I'm so excited. I forget who it is. It's either Alter or Apex. Oh, I don't remember. Future Randy, editor Randy will check that out.
Osmanthus wine.
Nonetheless, though, this Nendo does look really nice. Just from what I've seen in the box, it seems to be like incredibly well detailed for such a little figure. So let's go ahead, check this one out. So this is how a Nendo is. So, oh my god, there are so many pieces. Too many pieces. Alright. I'm not gonna like put a bunch of this together. I'll obviously take them out, but I won't play with things. I will save that part for the B-roll. I'm not gonna bore you as I try and fight with little itty bitty parts. But let's at least get the main body out. Oh, guys, we're like 2 minutes into this. I'm so hot. It's not even summer anymore. It's not hot outside, but oh my goodness, is it warm in here. This is thick. All right, looks like I have to take his torso off as well. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. Ugh. That was nerve-wracking. I hate all the little bits and bobs. So for my first Nendo, I don't know if this is just like better than most, but I gotta say, this actually looks super nice. This is clean. It's got all the details for something so incredibly small. It actually has every single detail. It has the pin, it has the 3 gold pin things, it has the earring, which I was too lazy to put on. The tie details. There's even shading in the hair, and the ponytail is actually movable a little bit, which is pretty cool. The vision is so small that they didn't actually put the like geo design. It's just the general shape and color of a vision, but it actually doesn't have the like design aspect decal put on. But I mean, it's so small. Who would even know?
How would they know?
Yeah, this is actually quite nice for a little Nendo. For a first one, I'm not too upset. Why are there so many pieces to this base? I don't know how these bases work. All right, so we have the actual base, probably the piece that sticks into the back. I noticed there was a hole in the back that this slot would probably slot into. Yeah, this side slots into the back, into the base, and it keeps them nice and solid. There's also this. Oh, this is for his little meteor, his little geo meteor. Okay, cool. And I have no idea what this is for. Some instructions maybe. All right. So in the Zhongli Nendo, you have 3 faces. You have the default and then 2 bonus face plates. One kind of like meditative looking face and another happy, more smiling face. And his default is just like a general like resting bitch face a little bit. He also comes with his spear, which is highly detailed for something so small. His little geo orb that floats around him in his idle animation. His a little small chibi version of his Morax dragon form. And all of the various arm pieces you could ever want. I feel like I've heard a lot of people complain that Nendos have been coming with less and less little doodads and add-ons. I gotta say, they did a lot for Zhongli. I don't even know what most of these are. What is this, like a substitute arm, like shoulder piece? Oh, we have alternate foot parts as well, alternate leg part, at least one other leg. What do you do with that? Lots of little doodads to play with. I will probably try a couple different poses in B-roll. Honestly, nothing crazy, most likely, but just a few things here and there to showcase all the different things he can do. All right, I don't have any other Nendos to like compare him against, but I will say that this one is very solid. If you're a fan of Genshin, you're a fan of Zhongli like myself, this is a great little Nendo to pick up, a little bit cheaper than a scale figure would be. His scale figure is probably gonna be like upwards of $200, give or take, but that's just a guess. We don't even have a prototype yet. There's a lot of accessories from what I can tell. Lots of different poses that you can do with them, and there are so many details stuffed into this little itty bitty figure. I'm not gonna give him a score because again, I don't really know how to judge Nendoroids. I'll probably leave scoring to just scale figures, but I will say that I do recommend this Zhongli Nendo. Great little pickup if you're in the market for Nendos or just a fan of Zhongli and don't want to wait years for the scale figure. All right, sticking with the Genshin theme, we have a scale figure. Hu Tao, Director Hu. Super excited for this one. I did order this one because I was super lucky and found that the official Hoyo store on Amazon US, had her in stock. They have a bunch of the Genshin figures usually on their site, and it took a bit, but they did stock her, and I got her in just a couple days. I paid $200 USD total, and that's kind of in line with most Genshin figures. The downside about ordering from Amazon is they don't care if it's a collectible. They don't understand that, so when they package things kind of so-so. So my box, I'll get B-roll of it, but the box is creased and dented and bashed up. It is thick cardboard. I'm pretty sure the figure inside is just fine, but yeah, thankfully I don't care about boxes. I care about the box only so much as that I hope it protects my figure. I don't care about the box in terms of collecting. The figure's the most important part to me, and a functioning box is fine. If it has some creasing, it's okay. Enough chit chat. Let's check out Hu Tao. Ooh, I'm hot. Ugh. The staff looks so sick. It's the only thing I can really see well through the plastic, and that staff looks good. All right, good news. Nothing broke off the base. All the flower details are on. The ghost is on. All right, nice. Nothing broken there. Damn, looks so good. All right, assembly time. Not looking forward to this, but hopefully this goes well. I've heard that that Hu Tao herself can be a bit tough to get all the way cemented on this peg, like the peg's a little too long. All right, wish me luck. Please be painless, please be painless, please be painless. I imagine the angle also, you really need to get that proper angle. There it is. Wow, that was so easy. Fully cemented in, barely had to apply, you know, crazy pressure like I've had to do in other figures. So, okay. Phase 1, success. Phase 2, Staff of Homa. You suck. The peg hole is on her somewhere. Oh, I'm so stupid. The peg hole is back here on her hip. Okay. All right, I think I'm finally starting to get it in.
That's what she said.
No. I got it. If you actually get it, it like pops in. Yo, I'm afraid I'm gonna break a finger. This is ridiculous. Oh, voila. She's done. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. I cannot wait to get this costume off. Whew, alright, she's complete. Alright, let's discuss this Hu Tao figure a little bit. So Director Hu looks fantastic once you get her all assembled. The assembly for the foot was very easy. For the foot peg, the staff, once I got the proper angle on the peg that slots into her hip, things were okay. Getting it into the hand was another difficulty once it was in the hip. So maybe what I would try doing is put the staff in her hand first, because I was able to do that when I had all the flexibility in the world and movability with it. It just kind of glided right into her hand just fine. Get that first and then try to get the peg in the hip. I think that'll probably be a little bit easier. Once you start getting the peg to go in a little bit, take both of your thumbs and push on either side. So have the thumbs really close and kind of just push, wiggle side to side with it. And for me, it did eventually just pop right in, and there was like a nice kind of pop click feeling when it got fully inserted. So now I know everything is safe, not going to fall apart, not going to move on me, which is great. Overall, this is a fantastic looking figure though. I really like the base. It brings in a lot of leeway with the lantern and the... Oh, I forgot the name of these. And the silk flowers. So really nice touches there. For the ghost, which I don't actually know the actual proper name for the ghost. I call him Hu Tao. I don't think that's like the official name. I don't know if he has an official name or not, but looks great. I will say that the rocks kind of come across a little flat for me. Kind of like the Mitsuri figure that I had some complaints with on the rock bottom portion of the base. I would say that the shading is actually somewhat minimal across her. Like her hair has some really good shading. They do capture, because even in game, her hair goes from a brown to like a red, almost like a reddish color as you progress down to the tips, both in the hair on the front and the big twin tails on the back. They do a phenomenal job with the twin tails, the flowiness of it, all the different strands. The twin tails definitely look super, super good, as well as all her hair in general. Just turned out fantastic. Her outfit does have some shading on it, like specifically her torso and arms. Basically her jacket that's attached to her body does have some shading, different shades of brown, but not like a lot. It's not super obvious and it's not really overt or anything like that. It is a little more subtle shading, but it is there. As you get into these big tails, the tails of the jacket, the shading becomes less and less. It's more just about the flow, the decal designs. That is kind of the standout part once you get down there. And then there's just kind of minimal shading, if any, honestly. But yeah, the decal work is at least very nice. So that's great. The metallic accents also across her entire outfit. So you have like a metallic bow on her back, and then it's just like metallic accessories here and there throughout the uniform, and then the hat. All these metallic pieces look really great, and they really stand out against that dark brown that permeates her character design. And then the staff is honestly probably the highlight for me. They did such a good job on the staff. It looks so good. The gold trims, the glossiness of the handle. The handle starts black with red designs. And it's a solid color, and then as you come up, it becomes almost translucent red at the top instead. And then as you get up into this like really cool flame aesthetic of the staff, it does become more of a translucent plastic to kind of give off that flame effect. And I just think overall this looks probably the best weapon I have in my collection of any of my figures. Really, really awesome weapon design. And then the last thing I wanted to comment on is just her face. I think it looks like her, but I don't think it's like a 1-to-1, but it's damn close. I know some people said that they didn't really care for the face. I think it looks generally pretty good. I don't really have any major complaints with it. It's a nice smile. It does definitely look like her, and the eye decals are 100% Hu Tao. They got the decals perfectly. Overall, great job with Hu Tao. Just the shading work could be improved a little bit, but everything else, and the rocks on the base, those two things, shading work and the rocks on the base could be slightly improved to kind of bring this one up a notch for me. All right, so what am I thinking for a score for Hu Tao? I'm going to give Hu Tao a final score of 9 out of 10. Have I mentioned how hot it is? All right, our final figure for the haul. Where the heck's the front of the box? All right, this is the front. Final figure for today's haul is going to be Anby from Zenless Zone Zero. This is going to be my first Zenless Zone Zero figure. I do have some acrylic stands. We have Anby, and I love Anby's character. I knew I had to get her figure, and I was incredibly lucky. I did not pre-order this. I got Anby on eBay from someone who pre-ordered it, got it right before the tariffs really started, like right before Japan Post stopped shipping to the US, all that stuff. They got it from Solaris Japan. They got it in, they didn't want it anymore, and they were just trying to make their money back, put it up on eBay, and I don't remember what I paid. It's around $200, and I am very satisfied with that price point because I love Anby, and I knew I had to have this one. Of the Cunning Hairs, I only want Anby and Nicole, and then I'm probably going to skip like all the others. And they announced at Wonderfest Shanghai a whole bunch of new Zenless Zone Zero scales. That's what I'm waiting for. We got Miyabi, we got Evelyn, we got Astra, we have Jane Doe. Oh, all of my favorite characters. Those are really the ones I've been waiting for. And the Miyabi one looks sick. All right, but it's about Anby. Let's go ahead, get Anby unboxed, and check out how she came out. All right, we have the ZZZ base, the master tape that you use to pull characters with. This is the standard banner tape. Anby's just gonna slot into it, but check this out. The plastic disc, which is, you know, boring, just not even like completely clear. It's a light gray translucent disc. That just comes right off the top, and if you're limited on space, whether it be vertical space, horizontal space, it is slightly less space. To just use that, you keep this in the box. I'm probably going to keep it on this, however, but time will tell if I need to make space for some reason and then I really can't fit it. And then Anby should all come as one piece. All right. Setup should be straightforward. 2 peg holes, 2 feet. That's it. Ugh. Even simple things are being difficult right now. All right, so yes, you do have to ever so slightly pull her leg out just a tiny bit. So get one starting to go into one foot, and then you can pretty easily and very gently. It's a very small amount of pull that you have to do to get the holes to line up. And then she just glides right into the peg holes, no problem. And there she is all set up. Man, Apex really, really cooked on this figure. Oh, geez. So Zenless Zone Zero kind of gets a rap as, not kinda. ZZZ definitely gets a rap for being like a gooner game. And it has its moments for sure, and the character designs and animations and whatnot. But there's honestly a very fun game and very intriguing story. The story kind of takes a bit to pick up, as most gacha games do. But once you get invested into that story, it really starts picking up, really tugs at the heartstrings in specific moments. Really fantastic work, honestly. I very much enjoy this game. And Apex definitely popped off on this. They dug into the Gooner elements a little bit. They definitely accentuated her thighs. They're definitely plumper than they are in game. She's actually one of the least sexualized characters in the game, I'd say. But they added a little bit of flair to her figure. So thicker thighs, the straps on her leg, the straps of her legging, at the end of her leggings, all of that accentuates the squish a little bit. Really fantastic job. Really good shading throughout the skin, throughout the leggings, crease work in the leggings, the decal design. Oh, just the legs are chef's kiss. Fantastic work on that. Shoes look super excellent as well. They have all the little details, all the little designs. Excellent work in the shoes. They just look so cool. Moving up to the skirt, and she does have shorts underneath. She is fighting after all, so they are booty shorts, but there are shorts underneath. The skirt looks great. A subtle hint of shading in the skirt, I'd say. There is like the smallest bit of gray accenting. It's pretty minimal. It's not a huge amount, but there is a little bit there. And just really great action flow to the skirt and the strap that's running across here. Definitely looks like she's about to get into action. Sword is starting to be drawn from its sheath. The top looks fantastic. The sleeves, like the green, basically anywhere that you see this like green paint, it's a little metallic. It's a bit shiny, and it just looks so cool. It has that like leather pleather look to it, and even feel to it. Definitely feels, you can like feel that shiny texture, and it just looks great. They did awesome work with the hair. For really short hair, they still managed to pull off some dynamicism with some strands flowing away, and they just really did good with additional etched lines and details in the hair to really give it that nice full look. And then her sword sheath backpack thing looks so good. Like the details that they crammed into this is amazing. So again, that green, almost shiny as it's running up the scabbard. All the little details are accounted for on like this canister here that's attached. All the little details are accounted for on her backpack. Absolutely crazy how much work they put into these little details. They actually brought Anby to life pretty much with this one. It's so good. It's simple looking, but the aspects, all the different aspects that they put into it are out of this world. And then just kind of that last touch is the face, and they did a great job on the face as well. Looks just like Anby. Very determined, very serious, and very much going to kick some ethereal ass. So fantastic work, Apex, on this one. They did not skimp on the Anby figure. All right, last but not least is Anby's review score. What do I want to give this absolutely amazing recreation of Anby? Ooh, it's really kind of tough. The base is kind of whatever. I don't love the base, I don't hate the base. I do wish they did something different and unique with it. That's kind of the only drawback for me. But the figure is really where it's at. The figure is flawless. I don't have a single quality control issue with mine. Everything was done to perfection and then some. The base is only one small part of all this, but I am going to deduct just a smidge because I do want to account for everything as a whole. Base isn't bad, it's just boring. So final score for Anby is going to be a 9.75. All right, that's everything. These are the 3 figures as part of our Halloween Hoyo haul. Hope you enjoyed it. My favorite of the 3, Anby, and I kind of knew she would be, but Anby gets my gold star, favorite one of the haul. Be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know which one your favorite is and what you think about these in general. Are you excited about the Zhongli scale that got announced? There's also a Raiden Shogun scale. She just got a Nendo as well around the same time, so I'm glad I didn't order that one. 100% getting both of those whenever the hell they come out years from now. But yeah, that'll do it for me. I'm sweaty. I want to take this costume off. Ugh. So if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out there, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, any of those YouTube-y things to help out the channel and make it grow. That's greatly appreciated. And with that, travelers, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in another video. Take care, everybody. Cheers. Damn it, you big head.